I'm Delilah, and I'm about to vent.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever been in a long-term relationship?
I have.
Mm-hmm.
My last long-term relationship was a few years ago, though, so I've been single for a while.
Okay. So, what was that like with your lit as fuck life?
So you did warn me about the personal questions, and it's funny because I did a whole podcast episode about my last relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Shameless plug, views of an ex.
Yeah, I've listened to a few episodes.
Yeah,
I don't know them, but
yeah,
the few episodes I listened to, I have enjoyed. So shout out to them.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that whole episode,
Mm-hmm.
but my last long term relationship was actually with a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like a whole different ballpark of
How long?
things. I'm sorry.
How long?
We were together for like 2-3 years.
Okay.
So I guess that's the semi like longest term I guess relationship I've been in as an an adult or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it was toxic. I'm not even gonna lie, from beginning to end it was toxic. There was some good times, good
Mm-hmm.
moments, good periods throughout those years, but in hindsight it wasn't a good fit. And I think that really helped me to see how I should move going forward when it comes to romantic relationships. Like, if it's not a good fit, don't force it.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't even a good fit from the beginning. I just kind of like, I forced it in a way.
You forced it?
We forced it.
Okay.
We forced it when we should have just probably not even started to begin with.
What made you interested enough to be like, yeah, let's do this?
She was persistent.
Oh.
Yeah, she was persistent. And I became agreeable.
She wore you down. She wore you down. Okay,
Yeah.
got you. So there was doubts from the jump.
Yes.
There was doubts. What was the biggest red flag from the jump?
Um. So we met through a previous relationship that she was in.
Mm-hmm.
So like I knew the girl she was dating before we kind of started talking, and like that
You
relationship.
knew her ex?
Yeah.
Okay.
That we weren't friends. We just knew each other through like social media.
Okay.
But that relationship from the outside looked really shady, and and yeah, it just it wasn't a good wasn't a good fit. It wasn't a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And we forced it. And
No. Their relationship wasn't. No. You skipping steps.
what do you mean?
You skipping steps. That's not what we were up to. We was up to what was some of the red flags.
The red flags.
What were some of the red flags? Yeah.
Lying.
You called her a lie?
Yeah, lying. I wouldn't say cheating, but lying.
Mm-hmm.
Being dishonest, and just that the dynamics of that relationship publicly were like just not attractive. So it was just like,
What that mean?
it was just like corny and basic in certain ways. And this was, again, we were it was a few years ago, so we were a bit younger, and it was just like, this is for attention, and this is
Y'all too?
no.
Oh, their relationship.
Yeah, like it
Okay.
looked like it was for attention, and it was just drama, and
Mm-hmm.
I should know all your relationship business through a few clicks on it, like, so stuff like that.
That's a huge red flag.
Right. So,
Mm-hmm.
I went along with it, and I don't want to make it seem like I wasn't interested at all. I didn't, but like,
Toxic shit intrigues people.
yeah, like, when somebody's on you and they're around, and like I said, like, sometimes you can be around, but it's like, what's happening in this dynamic?
Mm-hmm.
And then, unfortunately, it was like just a situation of being possessive and jealous, insecure on her end. So,
Mm-hmm. And what was your toxic traits?
my toxic traits, honestly, I was more somewhere on the border of like nonchalant and kind of mean and rude.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
You think you're not mean because you're not yelling?
yeah,
No, I'm saying it because that's me.
and it was
Yeah.
just like I wasn't mean. I wasn't nice.
Huh? Yeah, I'm the same way, but
Yeah.
it doesn't come off that way because you're not yelling, you're not screaming, or even something like most of the time you're not even insulting them, but like emotional neglect.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I didn't care. I wasn't trying to hear it. Like, I was just like, get out my face type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that, I guess that would.
That's fly. Anyway, next topic. Wow. So was it just for that? Was it just a way to counteract her possessiveness, or are you always like that?
I think it was because the energy she was bringing was energy that I didn't really need or appreciate, so that's why I was like pushing it away.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like currently I wouldn't really even get that involved in someone who has that type of energy, because again, like,
at this point you see
it, I already know what it is, so it's just like I'm gonna I'm just gonna like,
that's a swerve dance.
Yeah, like
yeah.
if the energy is coming on too strong, too quick, I'm just gonna be like, all right, let me just take a few steps back so that you don't have no reason to feel like so strongly, so quickly.
So quick infatuation is a turnoff.
Yeah, and it happens to me because, like I said, people.
You seem like a very healing person. Yeah.
I do.
Broken people attract.
Listen, I think that's what it is. I attract people, so it's just that infatuation, and it's not. I don't ever feel like it's genuine.
It's not. And this is why it's not genuine. It's not genuine because I just learned this, so I feel smart. No, it's not genuine because then they start painting this picture of you in their head, and then you're not allowed to be a full human being. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? You're not allowed to have fuck ups. You know what I'm saying? Bad. Yeah, you're not.
Or not want to be bothered.
Yeah, you got to be the healer constantly if that's what they're infatuated with. And you know what I'm saying? So like people put you on this pedestal, and it's like, God damn, I fuck up too. You understand what I'm saying? Like
or not even that. Like, don't be. And it's weird because on one hand, like, I am who I am, so. It's a part of me, but I also don't like that people are attracted to like the shiny and sparkly parts. Oh, you do this. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you're so lit. I want to hang out with you, or like.
Okay.
I mean, I get it, but like.
Okay. See, we're friends now because I didn't know that part. I have no idea about that part. So we're legit friends now.
What do you mean?
We're friends. Because I don't know the shiny part yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
no.
We're good.
No. We're good.
Now, no, and it makes people paint a picture of you in your head, and I had to I realized that through therapy. I'm like, yo, why the fuck do I always attract like toxic people? I'm not understanding this. And she was like, yo, you come off as like really nice. Like, you're not a nice person, but you come off as like really nice. And I come off as nice because I don't curse, I don't yell and shit like that, but sarcastic, very dismissive, as you said, and things like that. And so when those parts come out, it's like, oh damn, you're kind of a jerk sometimes. Yeah. So it's like people don't get when you're a good person, like outward, people don't really get don't want to learn the full-fledged of you, the ins and outs. And that could be really uncomfortable. That could be does it change how you behave on social media?
I don't think so. No, because I am how I am. I say what I want. I'm funny. I'm jokey, and whoever's into it, they're into it, and whoever isn't, they're not. I tend to be very logical on social media, like when it comes to Twitter. All these thoughts, these think pieces that roll out every day, trending topics, and like I have a very like logical, unbiased kind of perspective on things, and I'm able to express that. So people be like, wow, I like the way you think, I like the way you say that, like, because what I say don't sound like what everyone else is saying, particularly women. Like, I might not sound like what the rest of the women are saying. So I'll get like
so niggas is gonna like it.